Hi everyone, very good evening. This is Simran Kaur from HR team of Mastertrust. So welcome to the another episode of our exclusive webinar series Street Experts. Today we have an exciting session on ITR filing made easy, navigating tax season with Cleartax. So our guest expert for this session is Mr. Adithya, Assistant Manager at Cleartax. Would like to inform to our participants we will also have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. In case of any query, you can write down your queries in the Q&A box or can raise your hand for the query. We will allow you to speak and address your queries. So now I am handing over the call to our speaker, Mr. Aditya. Thank you.
Hope everyone is doing good. So, firstly, heartily welcome everyone on the income tax filing return webinar. So, myself, Aditya, I'm the part of Cleartax since last 7 years. So, today I'm going to speak about how the income tax filing has to be done through the Cleartax portal. So, before that, I would like to thank everyone for joining this webinar. So, what are all the points we are going to cover today in the today's session is that how the one can file their income tax return through the Cleartax, whether they need any assistance, whether they can file by themselves, or if there is any issue in filing the return, what they can do and how they can one can file their income tax return by themselves. Okay. So Cleartax is providing the assistance for the income tax filing since last 10 years, more than 10 years. So we have associated with more than 6 million people who have filed through the Cleartax in the last 1 decade. And more than 60 crore rupees of tax has been refunded to all these filers. So we also have the association with more than 1.5 millions of TCS across India. And we provide the service of both self-filing as well as the assisted filing. Though assisted filing in a sense, we also associated with more than 300 the experts firms as well as experts across India who will help the user to file the income tax return by the our portal itself. Okay. And if you are filing the return by yourself, it is a very simple and easy process. So you can, if the details are handy, then you can complete your filing within the span of 3 minutes as well. And definitely it is a 100% accurate and data secured platform. And if there is any issue, then even you have an option of getting the answer through the AI chat support. Also, if AI cannot answer your questions, then we also have the 24/7 chat support as well as the email help support. Wherever there is an issue, can continue with the chat support as well. So around the clock, our team will be available to help you out with respect to the any clarifications or any help required during your ITR filing. So there are some major features. So one is the data accuracy. Second thing is the auto prefill of your data. So one can complete their filing within the span of 3 to 5 minutes, and the data prefill will happen through the Cleartax portal where one has to enter their OTP, which they will receive through the Aadhaar. I will show the process. And data prefill happens. And the second option is multiple Form 16s are supported. One can upload their multiple Form 16, the additional Form 16s if they have changed their job in between the financial year. Then the it's not that only you can file the return, you can file the return for your family members as well through a single account. There is no necessity mandatory for one to create a multiple accounts. So we have integrated with more than 25 stockbrokers, the US stock brokers, as well as the cryptocurrencies exchanges. So it is not necessary for one to struggle in calculating their taxes manually. So through the integrated way and or the through file passing way, our system will auto calculate the capital gain while filing the income tax return. So our product also suggests on the maximum tax saving recommendations while filing the return, and user will be having the option of doing the e-verification also post filing of their income tax return. Okay. then it's very fast. You can do it in a span of 3 to 5 minutes. Very easy to file, as even we provide an option of choosing the resume, whether one has to go with a automatically. Actually, it selects the resume basis on the best tax saving option, and also it gives an option of comparing the tax regimes, which one will be better, and you can switch in between whenever you are doing the filing. That is option is also available. And also the auto selection of the idea forms. There is no necessity for one to select their idea form. It will be auto selected basis on your income inputs. Okay, so it's very simple. In the span of 2 to 3 clicks, you will be able to fetch your income tax return also in the integrated journey, or you can upload your tax P&L statement from downloading from the respective vendor portals, and that is very easy and simple. 100% data accuracy will be there. Basis on your inputs, our system will auto calculate all your tax liability and tax refunds, and system is built with a very easy and smart way. So I would like to cover some of the basic questions before we go start the product flow. So one is the what is the income tax return last date, and what is the penalty? So last date, so with the without any penalty, the due date for filing the income tax return is 31st of July. So post that, if you are filing the return, you have a time till December 31st, and there will be a penalty according to your taxable income. So one can file the return to avoid the penalties before 31st of December, sorry, 31st of July. But however, with a penalty, one can file the return within 31st of December. However, if you miss to file your income tax return for the financial year 2022 and 23 and 24, financial year 23-24, then you can file the return by filing the ITRU. However, that is allowed only if you have a tax due. If there is no tax due, and if there is a refund, then you are not allowed to file the income tax return post December 31st. So first preference, let us give for completing the filing before 31st of July to avoid any penalties. Next question, whether we can get the refund of the complete tax deducted by filing the income tax return. So everyone thinks like, most of the people thinks like, if I file the income tax return, I will get whatever the tax is deducted. Definitely not. It is not the case at all. Your tax, the calculation happens basis on your income as well as your declaration of the investments. Basis on that, the tax calculation happens. And if you are eligible to get the tax refund, definitely you will get the refund according to the calculation. But however, nowhere you will be assured that 100% of the tax deducted will be refunded back to you by filing the income tax return. But purely, yes, you can get the refund basis on your investment declarations. Do we need to submit the investment proof while filing the income tax return? No, definitely there is no necessity for one to submit any proof while filing the income tax return by himself. However, if you are choosing our expert assisted plan, then definitely you have to submit the proofs before starting the filing, so that the expert will go through the documents and they will file the income tax return on behalf of you. But if you are filing by yourself, that is called DIY filing. There is no necessity for one to submit any proof while filing the income tax return. But however, make sure that you have the proper proof. You have to maintain that for minimum of 6 years, holding it with you while filing the income tax return, and you should provide the data accordingly as per your proofs availability. And remember, one more thing is that income tax return may get processed. However, the department can request for the proof within the span of 6 years, anytime. Even your example, maybe you complete the income tax filing by July 10th, and your return will get processed by August 15th. So you will get the refund also by August 17th. But income tax department can request for the proof of the income tax filing, the declaration, whatever you have done. For that, they can request for the proof even in the next financial year also. That is next 2025, January, February, whenever it is, as per their process. Hence, there is no control on that. So please make sure that whatever you are declaring, you have a proper proof with you before entering any data. can we claim the deduction without having the proper proof to get the more refund or reduce the tax liability? Please avoid this. Make sure that you have the proper proof and basis on that only claim for the refund or reducing your tax liability. Why there will be a tax liability if the person worked with multiple organization in a financial year? Okay, so there are many people who have switched the companies in between a financial year. They don't declare their previous organization's income into the new organization. So what happens here is that basis on the total income you have received in the first organization, basis on that the tax liability calculation happens by the first organization, and the second organization also calculate the tax liability basis on the income you are getting from that particular organization, because you are not declaring the first organization's income to the second organizations. So here it is calculated separately. Hence, when you are filing the income tax return, the overall income will be calculated and tax liability calculation happens basis on the overall total income of your of that particular financial year. Hence, there are a lot of cases where there will be definitely a tax liability while completing your income tax return if you have switched your job in between. Is it mandatory to declare the income for which the tax is already deducted? Mean to say, if your employer has deducted the tax, but however, is it necessary for one to file their income tax return? Yes, even though if you are liable to pay such taxes and the taxes has been debited and deposited to the income tax department, but however, to make sure that your declaration is correct, and there might be chances that there may be some other income also, to make sure that your one definitely one has to file their income tax return without any miss. What is e-verification and is it mandatory? Yes, e-verification is one of the step which says that whatever the declaration you have done, that is truth as per your knowledge, and also it is with your knowledge everything is proper, and it is hence it is mandatory. You are going to declare that. There is nothing in that. What happens if the PAN is not linked with the Aadhaar? So if the PAN is not linked with the Aadhaar, you can file your return, and also until unless your PAN is active, your return will be processed. There will not be any issue in completing the complete process of income tax return. However, if in between income tax department, the PAN department validates your PAN and finds that the Aadhaar is not linked and they mark it as inoperative, at that condition, whatever the condition your income tax return will be, it will continue in the same position until unless Aadhaar is not linked with the PAN. So, mean to say, if your income tax return is filed, but the processing is not initiated by the department and your PAN becomes inoperative, then your income tax return will not get processed until unless the Aadhaar and PAN is linked, and if there is any refund also, that will not get processed. However, if your PAN is linked, everything is fine, or if you link it immediately, then definitely your return will be processed. In how many days the refund will be processed? There is no specific timeline for processing of the income tax return and to process the refund. However, as per our observation, so mostly the people whoever has filed the return by June end or maximum by July 10th, most of their filings will be processed within the span of within the span of August end or September. But however, there is no specific timeline given by the department that return will be processed within this particular timeline. Next is, what is AIS and how to get that? AIS means annual information system. So here you will get the information of your complete that particular financial year income as well as income details. So it is available in the income tax department portal. You have to download it from the income tax department portal only, and one has to validate that while filing the income tax return to make sure that all the incomes are declared properly before completing your filing. So these are the basic questions I wanted to cover before proceeding with the next step. So let's proceed with the filing process. First thing is that we have created one partner page for the master trust. So there will be a redirectional link or the CDA button on the master trust page, both in the app as well as web portal within the span of 1 or 2 days. So you can click on that and you will be landed to the Cleartax page of the partner master trust. Okay. So here you can see that the options are given, like what are all the options available, how the income tax filing works and all. So you just need to click on the start for free or the file now button to proceed with the income tax filing. So before that, I would like to show you like what are all the details available here, equity, mutual fund commodities, and how the tax P&L works. So the plans, also the basic plans of what are all the plans we have for ITR filing. So would like to clarify first thing is that ITR filing is not the free of cost. So however, there are the prices are different for basis on the income levels, and also if you are opting for the expert registered plan, so there will be a different SKUs or the prices for the tax expert assisted services. These are the DIY self-filing plans. So you can go through that before going forward, and also expert assisted plans details are available here. So what are all the details covered in this section? And we also have a reward section, so where one will be landed into the reward section post the ITR filing, and one can avail all the rewards available in this particular reward section, which will be available till December 31st of this particular year. So we also added some of the FAQs guides into this. So you can go through the FAQs and the guides if you have any questions in between. Okay. So once you click on the file now, so you'll be landed, you will be asking you to log in or sign up. So you need to sign up or you need to log in with your email ID. So there will be a two-step verification as well. Once you complete the sign up or the sign in process, you will be landed to this particular page. Okay. So here we can see here that we have also given all the basic information about tax returns and the option of the profiles and view plans also. Okay, so here we have the option of the profile details. So my tax returns, if somebody has filed already and all, so we can see here that it is asking to continue. So I will create a new one. So it will ask to proceed with the e-file. Since I have created one entity, so it is showing my, it is asking me to continue from here, the back page. It is showing as continue e-filing. Otherwise, you can start from here only, start filing. Okay. So I will create a new one, start new filing. I will select the individual. So it will ask me to enter my name and the password, phone number. I can skip this also. So it will ask me to enter the PAN number. Okay, I will enter the PAN number. So due to data security issue, I'm going to use one of my team member PAN number who has joined recently, where we will going to fetch the data from the income tax department as a pre-fill. But however, here, since he's a new joinee, there will not be any financial data. Mainly because of the data security concern, I will not be able to show the data of the person. Hence, I will be prefilling only his profile details. So there are two options. One can choose whether they want to go with the IT department registered mobile number or Aadhaar based mobile number. Mostly we suggest to go with the Aadhaar based mobile number to get the OTP. So we are trying to fetch the information from the income tax department. Okay. So these are the details which has been fetched from the income tax department portal. So name, Aadhaar number, the date of birth, residential status, address, PIN code, and also it will fetch if there is any bank details available in the income tax department. If there is any data available with respect to this particular financial year, all those will be fetched in the one fetch itself. Okay. Now we have two options. Either want to upload form 16 again, can continue with the form 16 upload, or without form 16 also we can proceed with. Here you can see that we have landed into the main page. So first will be the personal info, where one has to enter their details, personal information. Then second one will be the contact details. Since I have auto flash, the details are published here. The secondary contact number, it is not mandatory. Address, then residential status, then the bank details. Okay, these are the things which one has to enter. Then here also you can see here you can get the data prefill option. Second one is the income sources. Here in the income sources section, one again get the option of uploading the form 16, can upload the form 16 or add the details manually also. Okay, so if you want to add the details manually, you can click on this. You can see here the employee name, TAN number, or the taxes deducted, the gross salary, salary details, completely whatever will be available as per your form 16. You can also refer the samples mentioned in this section, each section. Okay, so all the details can be added manually. Next comes the save and continue. Then we can come to the next one is the interest income. So whichever the income interest from the bank interest or the say, post office or the fixed deposit, all those incomes you can enter in this particular section. We have also provided an option of the uploading the files for the bank interest investments also. With respect to the P2P, we have given the option of credit mint, 12% club, India P2P and Lendbox. Okay, and also in the bond section, we have given the option of Wintwealth. We are coming up with fixed income and Wintwealth and Golden PI as well in the coming days. Okay, this statement, if you have, you can just directly upload. We will calculate the interest income directly. And bank interest income, would like to cover that bank interest. If the saving bank interest is available, then up to 10,000 is exempt, which automatically takes from this particular section, whatever the bank interest you add as a saving bank, that will be automatically taken in the section 80 DTA or 80 TTB in the deduction section automatically. Okay, so these are the option for uploading the details of the interest income and also the tax refund. So interest earned from the tax interest refund is also one of the major point which one has to declare it without miss. Okay, so next I'm going next. So third option is the gains from the stocks, mutual funds and the F&Os. This is the major one, the capital gain section. So we have integrated with these partners. So I will show how the master trust has been done. So click on the master trust logo here. So you have been provided an option of upload the form, upload the file downloaded from your master trust portal. So here there is an option of how to download also, the steps also given, and also we have provided the download option of the scripts, how it has to be done in the guide is also provided. You can go through this guide also. In detailed guide has been provided, and also there is a video created. Either we will add it into this or it will be circulated through your social media. So master trust is going to circulate that in the emails as well. So you can go through that. You can refer that to download the file from the master trust, and you can upload that in the Cleartax portal. Okay, once you download that, you can upload it in this section, and once the upload has been done, so your data will be calculated. Show that. Okay, your data will be calculated automatically, and we will pop up here with a summary of capital gains. So there is a long-term capital gain, whether it's a short-term capital gain, and that same data will be shown here. I will not be able to upload and show it because of the data security reason. I'm sorry for that. And also once the same is done, then automatically your data will be flashed from here, and it will show it in this section also, what is your capital gain declarations. So if you have multiple other brokers, maybe if you have invested or if you are doing trading in Grow or Upstock or any other portal also, we can do the same journey here. Also, I would like to show the journey of another one where there is a easy option which we have done with some of the other brokers. The example like Grow. If you have a Grow account, then you can just log in and import within a span of 2 seconds instead of going for the file approval. The same one, even we are we are in process of doing it with the master trust also. So direct integration also will be done within the span of 5 days for the master trust as well. Okay, so if you come down, you will be able to see the US stock option. If you are invested in any US stocks, you can also upload the same thing under the US stock section. So if you are maybe if you have invested in any of the broker which is not available here, we have not listed that, then you can use the Cleartax template to update those details manually. You can enter it, or manually also enter it via without any file also. The next is the stock option also works in the same way. So if you have sold any properties, lands or the buildings, you can add it in this section. So if you have stocks or the RSUs, if your broker has provided those details, then that details will be automatically fetched here. If not, you need to declare it manually. Bonds and the debentures, again the same module. Goods and jewelries. So in the gold section, we have done the file passing option for the Gulak. We have also doing the integration for the Gulak as well, Gulak gold. So this is about the capital gain section. Next comes the house property. So if you have taken any house loan and you'd like to claim the rebate for the house loan, so you can add the details here. You just need to confirm whether it's a self-occupied property or the rental income. If you are getting, then add the details accordingly. So you need to provide the information of the address, house details, and the home loan interest paid. So up to 2 lakhs you can claim here if you are a solo owner. If you are a owner of if there are two owners, then you can declare your part and the other person also claim the other percentage, maybe 50 percentage as per the declaration you have done during the property buying. Okay, so this is about how you can declare your self-occupied or the house property incomes. That is mainly the interest income will be covered in this particular section. Up to 2 lakhs is covered. If you have paid the principal amount also, that can be adjusted in the ATC deduction section. Dividend income, any dividend received. So here also dividend income normally will be flashed from the auto flash from the data prefill if you have declared the dividend income. Then the business and the professional incomes. So if you are getting, if you are a freelancer or maybe if you are doing some business, then you can declare this under this section. So if you are freelancer or the lawyer, something like that, then if your revenue is less than 7.75 lakhs, the revenue I'm talking about, the not the profit, revenue is 75 less than 75 lakhs, then you can declare under 44 ADA, where you will get the benefit with 50% of your declaration will be considered as the profit. Okay, same works with the business income. So it can be declared under the 44 ED, where your gross turnover should be less than 3 crore, and less than 3 crore, it will auto calculate and show that 8% of your gross total or gross income will be considered as the profit, which will be liable for the taxation. Same covers for the 44 ADA, the large professional incomes. So if the other part will be the same like the business incomes, if you have a business income, total if it is greater than 3 crores, then you need to book the maintain the books of account, and you need to do the balance sheet or audit reports and which is also available in this section. So coming to the other business incomes, any share of income or the speculation incomes also can be declared in this section. Financial particulars basis on the 44 ADA and ADA that has to be declared under this particular section. Okay, so next is the after declaring the business income, if there is any crypto income, if you are dealing in the crypto section, then we have done the option, we have provided an option with these many crypto exchanges. If there is, if you are not using any of these, then you can use the manual part. The last section is the any other income, example exempt online gaming and any other income. So we are working with the one of the major online gaming section that is called GamesCraft. So that complete integration is happening. So if there is any games from the Rummy culture, Rummy games and all, so that you can use the integrated section here, or the section is to declare manually here. Agriculture income, then invoice discounting, if there is any invoice discounting. So in the invoice discounting, we have done the integration with the tap invest. So this will cover both invoice discounting as well as the asset leasing. So deduction expenses under section 57, then any other retirement income from the retirement accounts from the other countries, mainly any other source of income, any other sources of income, mainly example, if somebody have withdrawn their PF. Okay, so those PF which are withdrawn after the 5 years are not taxable. So however, you need to declare that under the other income where it is exempt income. Okay, you need to declare it under the exempt income here. Okay, so other any pass-through income from the business or the trust. I'm continuing with the options of income declarations to the next step of tax saving. Okay. So under the tax saving, we are providing the option of all the relevant sections where one can declare their investments to get the tax rebates. Okay. Tax savings. Okay. ATC maximum covered up to 1.5 lakhs, and you can click here to know like what are all covered in these sections. Mainly PF, PPF, ELSS investment, LIC, or any kind of life insurance, your children education fees, only the tuition fees is covered in this section. You cannot declare any other complete tuition fee or the complete school fees. Only the tuition fees is covered. Or also if you have any Sukanya Samriddhi scheme investment or all those, including the house rent, house property principal amount. So those are can be covered under ATC. The maximum limit allowed is 1.5 lakhs. Even though if you enter more, our system will auto calculate up to 1.5 lakhs. Any saving account interest, so as I said earlier that it will be auto flushed from the amount what you are declared in the interest income section from the saving bank. Next is the pension income, pension contribution, pension or the annuity contribution. So under ATCC. So if you have declared or if you are investing under the any annuity plan, that you can declare it in this section. Next is the NPS. So NPS, if you are uh, you have in the NPS account, and initially that NPS amount will be adjusted with 1.5 lakhs, and if your income if your investment is greater than 1.5 lakhs, then additional income of that can be declared under NPS section. And also if your account created through the employer, then your employee contribution of NPS will be added in this section. So I'm not sure how many people are aware, but just would like to provide an information here that you can create an account through your employer under the NPS category 1, and you can invest up to 10% of your basic income. 10% of your basic income can be contributed for the NPS, and there is no limit for that. Whatever the 10% of your basic income will be contributed to the NPS, whole amount you can claim it under this particular section for the tax rebate, tax saving. And also additionally under ATCCD 1B, you can by yourself can invest up to 50,000 in the NPS. You can contribute to the NPS and you can declare that additionally as well, along with the employer contribution. So employee contribution company, that is ATCCD2. Okay. Then comes the medical insurance. So medical insurance, there will be two options, whether you are greater than 60 years or less than 60 years. So if you are less than 60 years, mainly mostly the people will be less than 60 years. So you can choose the option here, self and family. So here under the self and family, medical insurance premium can be declared, and preventive health checkup also can be declared up to 5,000. Overall total of this should not go beyond 50K. The maximum limit here is 50K. And if you are if for your parents, if you are paying any medical insurance, that also can be claimed under this section, and preventive health checkup also can be claimed up to 5,000. But however, if you are claiming for yourself the preventive health checkup, then you cannot claim it for your parents. And if you click here, if your parents are senior citizen, then you can claim the medical expenditure also. Okay, so overall for this is 50K. Okay, so for self it is 50K max, and also for parents it is 50K max. But however, for the self, there is no option to claim the medical expenditure. Medical expenditure is not allowed for the self family members. It is only allowed for the parents, medical expenditure. Okay, so next part, the donations. If you have given any donations, I think I have missed some sections under the ATD also. So ATDD, disability, if you are supporting anybody under your by yourself with any disabilities for you or your anybody, okay, but you should have a proper certificate for the disability. Then up to 40% or 80% disability, basis on that, you just need to declare whether it's a 40% or the 80%, sorry, 75%. Then our system will auto calculate for the amount as well. whether it is 75,000 or 1.5K basis on your declaration of percentage. You cannot declare in between whether it's 40 or 80. It should be 40 or 80 only. It cannot be 50, 60 and up. If you are declaring in between, it will be calculated up to 40%. 80 or 80 beyond, it will be calculated for the 1.5K, 1.5 lakhs. Sorry. Then comes the 80 DDP. This again the applicable for the any diseases, specified diseases. It is not covered for every diseases. There are only basic specific diseases like cancer, AIDS, or corona is also was part of this earlier. Now only such major diseases are covered under this treatments. Okay, not all the diseases are cannot be covered in this section. Donations next. So if you are providing any donations and if you have the certificate of donation, then only you are supposed to claim under the donations. Example, if you are giving in some amount to any of the temples, mosques, or church, then if you don't have any proof which specifies that this is allowed for the tax saving under ATG, then you cannot use those donations under this particular section. You cannot claim the tax saving there. So only when where the charitable trust which are giving the certificate of ATG donations, then only you are supposed to claim it. Mainly the donations again comes up with 50% or the 100%. So mainly if the government undertaking trust, mainly the PM Care or the government sector like Tamil Nadu, CM Public Refund Relief Fund, or Chief Minister, or the Prime Minister Relief Fund, such things can be claimed up to 100%. Other than that, will be 50% only. But however, you need to provide the complete information of whoever they, including their PAN number of the person who has collected the donation as well. Not only the donee PAN number, the receiver PAN number is also mandatory. So I just would like to clarify here, please don't blindly claim any donations because there are lots of scrutiny happening with respect to the ATG donations. So if you are filing by yourself, be careful when you are entering any details under the section ATG donations. Next is the donation for the rural development. If you are donating anything for research or rural development, and if you are contributing to any political party, if you have contributed any amount to any political party during last elections or any time, so that also can be covered. There is no limit for this, but however, you should have a proper proof for it, because even the political parties are supposed to file the income tax return, and they should show these incomes under this section under their filing. Then only it will be considered, or else you may get the notices again. So loans, if there is any, mainly the loans cover up to the home loans. If there are some conditions for the home loans, additionally more than 2 lakhs, and if you are satisfying with those conditions, then you will be you can claim under 80EE or 80EEA. Okay, so there are conditions are mentioned. So if you are coming under this condition, then you can additionally claim up to 50,000 under this 80EE and up to 1.5 lakhs under 80EEA, whichever the conditions you are going to meet. So another one is the house loan, sorry, education loan. If you have taken any education loan for yourself or your children, or maybe for your brother, sister, or anybody, and if the loan must be there in your name and you are supposed to pay that amount, then the interest amount, whatever you are paying, that you can claim it under this particular section 80E. And next is the electric vehicle loan. So if you have bought any electric vehicle, it should not be any hybrid. Okay, it's only should be purely electric vehicle. Then you can claim the interest income under this particular section, and you can claim up to 1.5 lakhs again here. Okay, there are some conditions. You can go through those conditions again before claiming any amount in this. So any other deductions? So like royalty income, income from the patents, biodegradable waste business incomes, contribution to Agnipath scheme, deductions for house rent, 80GG. So this is one of the major one. So if somebody is getting the HRA, then they should not claiming house rent deduction 80GG. If your CTC is not having the HRA component, if the employer is not giving any HRA, then you can claim this particular section. Even though if you are missing to submit the rent receipt during the financial year and the amount is considered for the tax calculation, then you cannot claim under 80GG. However, you can adjust that amount under the section of salary only, where you need to bifurcate what is the HRA amount and what is the HRA amount provided by the employer, and also HRA amount you are eligible for. You have to break out those things, and you need to claim it separately under the salary section only, but not under the 80GG section. 80GG section is applicable only for the people who are not getting the HRA component in their CTC or the company from the company. Mainly it will be for the self-employed or for the business people. So the details also clearly mentioned on this section. Okay, so once the details are filled, then we are taking there is a next section called the tax paid or the TDS. So from the form 16, and you also have an option of uploading the form 26 years. You can upload the 26 years downloading from the income tax department portal if you are not doing the auto prefill. If you are doing the auto prefill, all those data will be auto prefilled from the department section, department portal only. And further that, if you have done any additional tax payment, you can upload the challan receipt here, or you can add the details manually as well. What are all the challan details? What is the amount paid, BSR code, and challan number. TDS on the salary will automatically come from the form 16. And if not, you can add it manually also. Please make sure there are some situations where the TDS details are not updated in the income tax department portal. Hence, auto prefill, even if you are doing the auto prefill, there might be chances like your income and the TDS may not be added completely. So please validate that before proceeding for the filing. Next, non-TDS, non-salary TDS like bank interest income TDS or any other professional consulting income TDS, and the details has to be added in this section. Also, if we are getting the form 26, form 16A, that also can be uploaded in the initial stage itself, how we are uploaded the form 16. Then any other TDS again from the sale of rent or the sale of property or the immobile property or the rental incomes, any TDS that can be declared in this section. Then taxes collected at source, mean to say TCS, mainly this will be applicable for the vehicles which is bought for the purpose of business or the company, and that vehicles if you are buying from any showroom, then the showroom will deduct the TDS that is called TCS. So that can be declared in this as per the TCS certificate received from the showroom. So one should remember that TDS, normally TDS means tax deducted at source. In a normal scenario, in all the normal scenarios, the payer will deduct the tax, and they will provide the form 16 or the form 16A. It is not that the person who is getting the money will deposit the tax to the government. No, it is always the payer. Whoever is paying the amount to the respective people will deduct the TDS and submit to the same to the government, and they will provide the form 16 or the 16A. Okay, so next is the carry forward losses. So if you have declared any losses in the previous year, then you can adjust that by entering those details in the losses carry forward section. What was the amount you have declared? Accordingly, you can go through this, how much, what are all the options available, how many years you can carry forward, and all these complete details are available in this learn more section. And also you need to declare, inform about the loss as well. So if you are declaring for this incurred the loss for this particular year, then that will come in the normal flow. Even if it is in the F&O also, it will come in the F&O section only, but it will show as a loss. But this losses carry forward section will be applicable only to declare your adjust your losses which you have declared in the previous year. Then you also have an option of uploading the AIS, foreign assets income. If you have any foreign assets or foreign incomes, so you can declare in this section, schedule FSI or schedule TR, schedule FA as well. So this is specifically for the foreign income. And also tax deferred on ESOPs, any ESOP taxes, that also has to be declared in this section, including the PAN of the employer. Then any other disclosures, higher income which is greater than 50 lakhs has to be declared on this particular section. Next, we are landing into the tax summary, last section. So tax summary will give you the first, it will show you like what is your gross income, what is your taxable income, what is the tax liability and how much taxes you are paid, and also if there is any refund, it will show another section as refund basis on the income and the tax saving declaration you have done. You can see here that compare the regime. Automatically, it will show like what is your old tax regime, what is your new tax regime declarations, and automatically it chooses. And also it gives the information about kinds of slab rates also, what is the slab rates and how it is applicable. The complete information is available in this section. Even you can go through this like what are all the rebates available under the new tax regime as well as the old tax regime. Even you can view the complete details here, whatever it is done. So till now, if somebody has observed that we have not selected the ITR form here. So you will only able to understand which kind of ITR we are going to file. It will be in this particular section only. If you click on this report also, you will be able to see the complete competition report, which will show the ITR, which ITR form you are going to file. So this will give you the complete information about how, what are all the since there is no deductions or there is no income, it is showing zero. Otherwise, it will show the complete detailed competition report. Okay, even if you can see the same thing under this section as well. Okay, so now comes the finish filing option. Before that, let me show you one more thing. So here you can see here instant help. So this chart support, chart AI based chart is available in each page. So any questions, any doubts or anything, first you can go through this. You can ask the questions and it will definitely answer for your 99.5% of your questions. Still, if you have any questions or if there is any issue you are facing, either you can chat here for 24/7, or you can write an email to support@cleartax.in. You can write an email also to the support@cleartax.in. Okay. So this help section is available in all the sections. Instant chat help in the same section. Okay. So I will click on finish filing. I will not be able to finish the filing because there is no data available here. It's completely blank. Hence, income sources, it is showing me blank. But to fix this, I will add some details here. You can see here automatically taken up the PAN number. Okay. I will just declare some 15,000 TDS, and I will mention the salary as some 4 lakhs just to show how that module works. Okay. You can see here the automatically it has taken the details basis on the basic calculations. Okay. Now I will go to the tax saving section also. I will add some in the some section etc. I will add some 20,000. Okay. And in the NPS, I will add the medical one. In the medical one, I will select the ATD. No, this one ATD, add details. So I will add the preventive health checkup as 5,000. 5,000, save details. Okay. So now I'm proceeding with that. Go next. Tax summary. Okay. Now we can see here the gross income, taxable income, taxes paid, and the refund. Okay. You can see here the refund, everything is it is showing. It's also come up with all the details. Now, if you can click on the view reports, it will show the details here also. The complete details is available in this section. Whatever the details you have entered in the each section, and how much it is liable to, whether you are getting the a refund or not. Okay. So finish filing. It will take me to the page of payment. Okay. So if you have any coupon codes, you will get the coupon codes also from the master trust page. So the master trust page, master trust coupon code also will be available in the master trust in initial page only. So you can use that coupon code and avail the maximum discounts also while completing your payment. Okay, you just need to complete the payment and there will be a pop-up of acknowledgement number. You will get the acknowledgement number. You will get an acknowledgement to pop up under this section only, there only, and you have to save that acknowledgement number, and then again it will continue with the e-verification option. Just need to click on the continue, and you will get an OTP from the Aadhaar based, or you can choose for Aadhaar based or EVC. So bank based EVC verification also done. So once you complete the verification, you will get both. Once you complete the filing as well as once you complete the e-verification, you will get an email from the Cleartax as well as from the income tax department with the acknowledgement number as well as the acknowledgement copy. So I hope I am clear with this. So I'm from with this I'm ending my the journey flow webinar based on the income tax filing for the clear tax. So I request everyone to use this option and continue with their income tax filing. Use the master trust master trust page also. You will be getting the master trust logo based CTA in the master trust page. So just click on that and continue with the income tax filing through the clear tax. So I'm continuing with the question and answers. I request everybody to write the questions on the Q&A sessions so that I can answer for those questions. I want small suggestion from, there's a question raised by Swati. I want small suggestion. My dad expired in January 2024. He used to self-file ITR3 on the government portal as he had business partnership with his son, my brother, and also capital gain, long-term capital gains plus house rent for a year. Let me know what do we know as he is not no more. Please guide. Thanks. Okay. So it is now the question is that whether first thing is that whether he has to file the return or not. So it is not mandatory to file the return, but however, if there was any, if you feel like if there is any refund, then we are suggest you to proceed with the income tax filing. But however, you need to provide all these informations like the PAN number, Aadhaar number, everything. So if you have it, then only it is liable to pay. Otherwise, it is not required to file the income tax. Next, how easy one can segregate short-term and long-term capital gain loss from the statement provided by the broker. So there is no necessity for you to do any calculations. Our system will auto-calculate basis on your data input, that is your broker, whatever the statement they provide. Basis on that, once you upload those statement or once you through the API, if you are fetching the data, automatically our system will calculate the short-term and the long-term capital gains. So it will auto segregate it. There is no necessity for one to check whether it is properly segregated or not. It will be segregated automatically. And charges related to sale and purchase of shares. I could not able to understand what exactly you are talking about. Sales and purchase of shares charges means. Can you please elaborate? The P&L report from broker to be in Excel or PDF for uploading in Cleartax. We suggest to upload the Excel, but however, few are providing the PDF, but however, support mainly for the Excel only, Excel or XLX. Statement provided by broker shows some charges. Statement provided by brokers shows some charges. Maybe that is STD. STD that will be calculated automatically. There is no charges for one to upload the file or download the file from any of the brokers, or even if you are using any APIs based direct integrated way also, there is no specific charges, additional charges for that. You can directly download and upload the files, or you can directly use the API options. There is no additional charges in between. The charges only will be for the filing, that is will be collected in the last stage if you are doing the self. And if you are going with the expert assistant, then there will be a upfront charges. Then how to calculate tax, how to calculate taxation on hybrid mutual fund schemes. So again, I'm just repeating this. No need to calculate manually. You just need to upload your statement from your respective brokers. Even for the mutual funds, we have provided an option for CAMS and Corvi. You can just download the a statement from the P&L statement from the complete yearly statement from the CAMS or the Corvi and just upload it. Basis on that, the system will auto calculate. No need for you to calculate anything manually. Demat charges are leaved. Demat charges are purely that is dependent on the brokers. There is nowhere linked with the income tax filing. Demat charges are completely different from the income tax filing. Demat charges will be leaved because that is to maintain your account. Hence, it is purely in the hands of the brokers. Nowhere it is related to the income tax filing, not with the clear tax. How to calculate them for per quarter basis. Again, there is no necessity for you to mention anything on the quarterly basis. If there is any necessity for anything in the quarterly basis, we are providing the option to upload the documents from the quarterly basis only. Most of the brokers are providing the information on the quarterly basis only. Wherever there's a quarterly basis requirement, this is specifically for some of the interest incomes. So there also the statement will have the quarterly basis details, so that we are supporting directly. If not, you can refer those section under the file what you are getting from the respective part, the portals, and you can mention that in the directly in the respective section. But there is no necessity for one to do any manual calculation. All the calculation will be done from the backend in our system directly. No need for one to do any calculations. Chandrasekhar Bhatt has asked one question. My professional income as consultant is more than 75 lakh, but less than 3 crore. How do I handle it? So professional income, in if it is freelancer and all, if it is greater than 75 lakhs, then it is 3 crore is different. 3 crore is for the business, 75 lakhs is for the professionals. If your professional income is greater than 75 lakhs, then you will be fall under IDR 3, and you have to provide the complete information of your professional income under the respective business income section, but you cannot fill it under the 44 ADA section, 44 AD section. Okay, you have to fill it under the complete business section. If I am a pro trader, but does income get calculated? If I am a pro trader, how does income get calculated? All expenses to operate trading, can that be deducted from profit? All expenses, yes, expenses will be auto calculated again. So if you refer your P&L statement, there itself we can see that the expenses are minus in the profit declared. So automatically, that I am repeating this again and again for everybody's information, that calculation happens automatically from the expenses details provided by the respective brokers. Okay, whenever you are trading, if you refer your statement, definitely they will be providing the expense information, and considering that only the capital gain calculation happens. The profit will be definitely adjusted minusing the expenses. Okay. The next question is where to enter expenditure with respect to trading activity, broadband connection, mobile recharge, trading fees, subscription, or trading views, etc. Okay, so here under the expenditure, so it is again purely depends on under which section you are filing the return. If we are example, this I can see that training fees, mobile recharge, connection. So mainly this comes under the business. If your turnover is less than 3 crore per annum, then you can choose the option of 44 ADA, where you are going to declare only 8% of your income as only 8% of your turnover as your profit or the income. That will be considered for the as the taxable income. So all other expenditures, everything is covered under that only, because you are declaring only 8%. Hence, remaining all questions are all others are not relevant here, because your other all other expenditures are covered under the remaining 92%. But however, if you are going with the if your turnover is greater than 3 lakhs, then definitely you will have to declare the complete turnover, and there you will get the complete option of declaring your all the expenditure. But however, you have to mention that specifically for each expenditures. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Which tax regime is better, old or new? Yeah. So, which tax regime is better, old or new, will be answered in the flow itself, because it cannot be directly answered like whether which one is better. However, once you enter your details, including the your declarations of the investments, so our system will auto suggest you which tax regime will be better for you. However, if you want to know in detail, even we have given the information there. Also, you can refer our tax regime section also. But considering one point here, that if your total income, your taxable income is less than 7.5 lakhs, then, and if there is no much investment from your side, then we suggest to go for the new tax regime only. But however, if your income is taxable income is greater than 7.5 lakhs, maybe if it is 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs and all, then if you have done any investments, like if you have bought the house property, you might be paying the EMI, or maybe you have invested, you have a children and you might be paying the school fees, or maybe you have invested in the NPS. So if you have such investments, then you can choose for the old tax regime and compare it in the end, like what is the amount you are liable to pay or getting the refund. You can calculate both, comparing that, and then you can choose whichever is better. If I wish to file ITR2 through you, you will need quarterly statement from broker uh, regarding short-term, long-term capital gain and what more. See, again, I am not sure like ITR2, whether you are talking about the capital gain under the stocks, then there is no necessity for one to provide the quarterly statement. But however, if it is the bonds or the debentures and all, then definitely there will be quarterly information will be required. But you have to mention few of the things that you should be having the quarterly information, as well as the from where you are getting the from which broker you are getting those capital gain or the income from. That only the information we are looking at. But however, from the broker level, I think whatever the information they are providing, that definitely there is no necessity for you to declare with the quarterly statements again. I'm taking one more question, but we will be hard stopping at 5:15. So if there is any further questions, please connect with the mastertrust team, and they will transfer the questions to us, and definitely we will answer you back through the mastertrust team. I will be taking two more questions, and I will be continuing till 5:15, and we will be hard stopping at 5:15. If I choose new regime this year and then I can choose old regime next year, there will be option for you to choose the regime only once. You can switch the regime only once. So you cannot switch between new and old regime every year. Only one time you can switch. I have a salary and share trading through Master Trust and Master Trust stock, M stock. Yeah, what's the next question? I'm not able to understand. Yeah, so master, you have a share trading to master chart M stock. So you upload the statement, the everything will be auto calculated. What will be the taxation for Nepali citizen if she is probably staying in India since 2009? I'm sorry, I'm not clear about this in the with respect to the Nepali citizens taxations. I request you to write an email to support@cleartax.in, because here we need the complete analysis from our backend expert. So our team will get back to you on that. Or else you can just connect with the master team, and we will get back to you with that. So with this, I'm closing this session. Thank you very much for attending this, and also request everybody to file the income tax return through the Cleartax. Use the master trust option and complete the filing at the earliest. You don't wait till the July 31st. Please complete your filings at the earliest. Thank you very much.